My friend Eddie has never tried Arby's until today. We all gotta eat and we all remember our first time. Eddy, Burback, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to my car.
Is this your actual car?
This is my actual car. I know what you're saying, Josh, a man of your stature. Why do you keep yourself so humble? And I say, I'm not.
I wasn't thinking that or saying that even a little bit.
Nope.
That was all you. You came up. Finish the sentence, please.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you were thinking, Josh. Why does your car smell like old pre-workout protein powder? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's because there's a lot of that stained into the carpet.
Okay, and did you happen, and I know I'm going to date this episode right away, did you happen to see the news on lead in protein powder from this morning?
No.
Did you not?
Is it wow? They can't believe there's no lead in the protein powder.
That is not the news.
Eddie, how much lead is in the protein powder?
Listen, I saw it briefly. My friend Drew gave me a bunch of protein powder recently, and I feel like he was trying to poison me. I just talked to him about the news this morning.
Is this the Drew that bought every protein powder
That
on
is
YouTube?
the Drew.
That is the Drew.
Yeah, YouTube's Drew Gooden.
Big fan of YouTube's Drew Gooden.
Yeah.
Big fan of that video.
Yeah, he gave me a bunch. That was the protein stuff that he had at the end of that video. He was leaving LA, and he's like, here you go, because I've been working out. And I think he was trying to poison me. That's what I think.
I don't know. Lead poisoning feels very old-fashioned, like something you do to like a count or a duke. You know, I feel like not among friends.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm getting lead poisoned, then I need to like pour a glass of whiskey and have a steak and be awful to my wife. I don't have a wife.
Yeah, you don't. No, that's okay. I'm gonna turn the air down because it's hot in here.
Yeah.
We're sweaty because there's a lot of Arby's in the back, and you've never had Arby's before.
Never before. Arby's has always been around, and I never choosing it. I don't know. And the thing is, I know.
Was there ever a time where you got close? Like you almost turned the wheel into the Arby's and then said no?
Never. I have never really thought that much about getting Arby's. I will say I was an Arby's hater like some people are without giving it a chance for a while.
What made you hate Arby's without ever having tasted it? Because people who have had Arby's, they may have reason to hate it.
Right. The idea of advertising to me when I was a child with a roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing I could think of that I want less from a fast food place. I want a cheeseburger and some nuggets or something.
Sure.
And then I got older and people were like, it's actually pretty good. And then I just didn't care enough to do it. And so here we go.
There's something about age and roast beef sandwiches and Arby's. Like there's some, I think as you age, you get more interested in Arby's. It's like podcasts about World War II and Arby's are like the things. Yeah. I just finished a whole podcast about the Cold War, actually. It was incredible. And then now I'm eating Arby's and I'm like, oh, this is how you know that you've officially aged out of mainstream culture.
Okay, yeah, it's that your frontal lobe develops and you want suddenly a roast beef sandwich from
It's
Arby's.
like that parasite that makes you like crave human flesh or whatever, except it's just your frontal lobe makes you crave Arby's.
Which parasite is that?
I don't know.
Can I get that? Is that something that might happen to me?
Yeah, I watched a lot of videos about parasites when I was a kid.
It couldn't be in an Arby's roast beef sandwich, right?
No, because, well, okay, so I'll tell you why, because they fully cook their roast beef. So basically most parasites will die at around like 165 degrees tends to be.
Can I say, I would have never assumed they didn't fully cook the roast beef before then? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, so then you're not involved in the current lawsuit that is suing Arby's over the color of their roast beef in their advertisements.
Oh, it looks more cooked?
It looks less cooked.
Oh.
So they depict like a proper roast beef sandwich. First, so try this Jamocha shake. It's
Sorry,
gonna
what'd
melt
you
if we
say?
don't.
And what was that?
This is the Jamocha shake.
Okay.
Nobody really knows why it's called that.
I'm assuming there's coffee in it.
There's definitely coffee in it. This has been on the original Arby's menu since 1964, and I'm guessing it's a portmanteau of Java and Mocha.
Okay.
So Java is an island in Indonesia, and then Mocha is a port city in Yemen, I believe.
And Java's also involved in playing RuneScape on an old computer, I think.
What?
It's like the programming thing, like Java, somebody will know what I'm saying. This is
I was an outdoor kid. I had like a ball.
What the f?
They just like sent
I was
me.
an outdoor kid.
I was an outdoor kid, you know what I mean? Hey, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Jack,
Your throat thick.
hold on. Sometimes you gotta blow it out before you suck in. You gotta clear the pipes, they call it.
I'm getting nervous about the pipe clearing, though. You're at the very top of the whole cup. Only one little drop came out.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, man. As you get older, you eat Arby's, prostate starts enlarging.
So, and hold up, what was that last thing?
Prostate. Every man should be getting their prostate checked, either by a professional or sure. After tasting this, do your expectations for Arby's rise or fall?
It's the exact same. If my heart flatlined right now, that would be the exact graph of how excited I am for Arby's after this. It's good, but like, is this... I mean, it's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think it was Aristotle who said hunger is the best sauce. But I want to update that to low expectations are the best sauce. So
Yeah,
I think having that hatred of Arby's as like a baseline, you know, whether it was in a former life or current, I think it's gonna make it taste better.
I get very annoyed at people who go in with low expectations for something and they're looking to confirm those low expectations because it's like you're never gonna enjoy a new experience in your whole life. You're just trying to feel smarter than everybody else.
100%.
I am open to Arby's roast beef awakening something inside of me.
Like the protagonist in a romance novel, a court of Arby's and roses.
You don't seek out the Arby's roast beef. Once you're ready for it, it will come to you.
Let's start with the beef and cheddar. Let's do it.
Okay, which one? Oh, it says it on the...
Oh, so there's a funny thing that happened at Arby's. Well, you should have some packets of sauces. You got to put the Arby's sauce on it. Now it's equal parts corn syrup and red. What I love is the horsey sauce. It's equal parts like mayonnaise and hot.
Okay, wait. Yeah, horsey sauce and Arby's sauce.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to combine those all in the beef and cheddar. Now you can do like saucing the bites as you go, or you can just splash it all on there. I tend to alternate.
I wanna have it without the sauce and then compare.
So the lawsuit. Surely you've seen commercials.
Just any?
Yeah.
Yeah, one or two maybe.
But if you've seen any commercials, you've probably seen an Arby's commercial.
Yeah.
Because they're trying.
And I don't, this visual is not in the commercial. When they do the whole we have the meats with that crazy beat to it, it's not this visual. So that's the one. Should I take the whole thing out? Is that what we're doing?
It can be helpful, but there is no juice inside the meat because, as you see, you squeeze it and nothing comes out. You know, it's not like
how
a juice.
You found out. You just saw it and you started squeezing the meat, and you're like,
really, I've really found that I love tactile sensations of like squeezing my food. I don't think it's a sex thing. But there is
I wasn't thinking that even a little bit when you said that, and then you did. Now I do think that.
Yeah, but sometimes
think that.
It's like you're worried that Arby's is going to awaken something inside you. But let's try it.
I also get one of those napkins here. Okay.
This is about to be the most average experience of your entire life.
That is really just so like, okay.
What's the first time you remember being disappointed?
I loved Rock Band 2. And I got very excited when Rock Band 4 came out. I was in community college. I had next to no money, and Rock Band 4 I believe was like $300 something, and it was like a group game that we all played. And so at my job I like saved up money and I followed like the reviews for it when it was going to come out, and it was like they were talking about the story, and I think there was an IGN review that was like Rock Band 4's story is basically an RPG in itself. And then I bought it and it sucked, and there wasn't a lot of rock music. The like catchiest song on that I could remember was Uptown Funk. And I remember it just like, the controllers kind of sucked, and I just remember being like, I could not afford to buy this, and I still did, and I got burned. And nobody's gonna wanna buy this from me. I was in community college, I had my brother and 2 friends. Who am I gonna sell it to?
What was the most iconic song from Rock Band 2 that you remember?
There's a lot of Green Day stuff that I was into. Green Day, I got into. I don't listen to them much anymore, but my sister gave me an MP3 player when I was a kid. She upgraded to an iPod Nano, and I got the MP3 player that she had downloaded stuff on LimeWire. Yeah, she committed crimes. Let's put it out there.
I forgot that was illegal. That was like the most baseline level illegal thing.
You had to do it. You had to do it at the time, especially if you're a kid. It's like, what money? With what money? But yeah, it was like full of Green Day songs. So I would ride my bike and listen to Green Day. And then if I saw a girl I had a crush on, I would try to ride faster past them, thinking that I would seem athletic and cool.
I still do that. I'm happily married, but like I will still see girl, guy, but somebody I want to impress, that I'm just like, I'm going to run a little bit faster and hold my posture a little bit tighter.
You do that while you're running?
Yeah, still.
I hate being perceived while I'm running. Sometimes somebody I know, or I've had somebody who's maybe recognized me from YouTube stuff, be like, hey, sometimes I see you running in like your neighborhood. And I'm like, I never want anyone to notice me while I'm running. One time actually, last year, I was going for a run, and I was next to a main road where a bunch of traffic was stopped. and my foot clipped a curb. And I tripped so hard on the sidewalk that I like skidded forward. I scraped the shit out of my elbow. I was training for a half marathon, so I had Band-Aids when I did the half marathon.
Nice.
But the worst bit of it, not only was the traffic was stopped, my AirPods flew out of my ears. And then I had to get up and collect both AirPods. And I was in so much shock and pain that I put one in and I bent over. There's all this traffic. They just saw me eat shit. I bent over to get the other AirPod, and then the one I put in fell out of my ear. And I just like, I was in shock. I was bleeding, and I was just like, I just started jogging like nothing happened because I was like, I need to get away from these people. They just saw, and it was a long run before I got to any side street.
You can never go back to that street again.
No, and it's really close to my place.
Oh, you're walking the long way around, brother.
Yeah.
I ate shit on a skateboard recently. I skateboarded to a bar.
Okay.
Which is, I think, a pretty solid
That's
idea.
cool as hell.
Thank you so much.
You can't skateboard back though, can you?
Well,
is it
this
like
is-
a bike where can you get a DUI on a skateboard?
I don't think if you can just like hop off and pop it up into your hand, I feel like you shouldn't. But I know
True.
someone that got a DUI on a motorized beer cooler that they would drive around. So I don't know, but I was skateboarding drunk. It's a victimless crime. But I hit a crack in the sidewalk and I ate shit and I just went face first. And then I just look up at the closest person and go, was I out or was I safe? And he just goes, I'm a big fan. And I go, all right, I'll see you.
Oh man.
Should we go to chicken or
Yeah.
do you want to try the gyro?
Let's go with the gyro.
Let's do it.
Okay, where are you putting did you put it in your bag, the trash, or?
There was no trash.
What's up?
I ate it all.
Oh, you told me you weren't.
I know, but
You
I
led
was
me
sitting
down the
there and
wrong
I was
path.
hungry.
Okay, wait, which one am I grabbing, the gyro?
Try the curly fries too. You gotta eat the gyro with
Okay.
the curly fries because as you know in Greece, they put the fries in the gyro. It's a little Arby's hack.
Normally if I'm getting one, it's not from Arby's, but this doesn't look bad. This looks like pretty standard, I feel like.
I mean, typically you'd have like the beef and lamb mixture that's like shaved off a spit, but
Oh.
like this is shaved off of an animal.
Yeah, I did see the meat and it doesn't look as standard as I was.
And it's it's the roast beef, the
Yeah.
same one that they put in the sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good day.
I'm still working through a lot of the guilt on this show of normally we like, cook something really cool, like eat something really cool that we made in the Mythical kitchen.
Yeah.
But then now it's just like, hey, do you want to come eat the most average food in the world in my car?
Yeah, and I also don't know if you remember that the only other time you've had me here, I made you guys a meal. I had no real strategy other than practicing this. I did think about killing Josh.
Yeah, no, you did. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm waiting for this treatment that everyone else is getting.
I feel like I owe you one, man. Next time you come back,
I make you a meal, and then we have Arby's in a car.
You made me pastina. It takes
Yeah.
like 2 minutes to cook.
And I won the game, not over
yeah, you did.
but I did trick people, and it's the one recipe that I kept making after. I have not gotten good at cooking yet, but I'm okay at baking now, so that's a new update.
that's huge.
That's better than the last one. If I were flatlining, a heartbeat just came in.
You've learned to feel. Mm-hmm. He's become a real boy.
It's I'm like the Grinch
And Arby's did
in
it
many
too.
ways, and I'm talking about the Jim Carrey one with an ass.
What's the first video game you remember completing?
For many years, I was too young and dumb to complete any video game.
Sure.
The one that really tortured me was Kingdom Hearts 2, one of my favorite games of all time. But there's a boss in it. He plays the guitar and he makes water attack you. And he says, "Dance, water, dance." And we could never beat it until we were adults when we came back to it. But the first one I ever fully completed might have been like the Chamber of Secrets PS2 game.
Like Harry Potter? Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's a game that didn't really like stop me at any point.
Yeah, I think it's probably designed not to because it's for children.
Any bit of like minor challenge as a kid, I would get destroyed in a video game for.
What's the first time you remember overcoming a challenge, video game or not?
I've had such trouble with procrastination in my life that especially in elementary school when I could do somewhat well in school, it was like a battle every week. I feel like every week I was overcoming a challenge I imposed on myself of getting like papers done or something like that. And so I feel like anytime I think of that feeling when I was a young kid, it was that I had placed myself in a situation where that day was a full panic.
Sure.
And then I got it done. But as a kid, I wasn't like, I gotta stop doing this to myself. I'm just like, they gotta stop giving me so much homework. Like, this is...
I agree with that lens that you looked at it through as a kid, though. Mm-hmm. I was the same exact way. Every single morning, I woke up with immense dread because I had not done the thing that I was supposed to for school. Mm-hmm. And every single morning, I would tell myself, tonight, I don't like this feeling. And I can change it, and I'm gonna do my homework. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like watching Food Network, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But that self-hating pattern just happened for through college, through beginning stages of actually working.
I'll be honest, I still got it a little bit.
You and me both, that's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Eating Arby's and not improving ourselves.
Yeah, it's something that I in high school, faked sick quite a bit. My parents know this now. And also they can't compare stories because they're divorced. So if they got some, it's half the stories. I realized it was anxiety, but I had so many mornings that I was like nauseous that they took me to the doctor, and I'm forgetting what procedure it is where they put the camera down your throat. You know what I'm talking about?
But you were genuinely nauseous. You weren't faking it.
Oh, sorry. In high school, I faked sick.
Copy.
Because I loved missing school from when I was really actually sick. And then I was like, I need this time. Yeah, so then I had a whole time where I went to the hospital and they put a camera down my throat and they found that nothing was wrong. Or nothing was wrong, immediately in my stomach, but it was, I think, all up here. But I do remember from that too is that I woke up. I was in 8th grade. I woke up in the hospital bed and they had put me out with anesthetics. And I remember feeling better than I had in my entire life. And I remember I was so high. And I woke up, and at the time, I very much did not like anything cranberry. And so this nurse walks over and he goes like, hey, do you want some juice? We have cranberry and apple juice. And I was like, I would love some juice. That's amazing. And I fall back asleep because I'm the most comfortable I've ever been. And I wake up to him coming back and he goes, hey, sorry, we don't have apple, we just have cranberry. And I was like, that's fine. I took a sip. It was the best thing I've ever tasted in my whole life. I felt so high. And I remember, to this day now, I like the taste of cranberry because of whatever happened up here. And I remember even in 8th grade going like, I can never do drugs like that ever in my life. That felt, I could never do what I'm assuming it's like opioids or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
It's something that I was like, I felt way too good. I can't mess around with that stuff ever.
Yeah, incredible that it pushed you that direction instead of the other one.
Yeah, I just remember thinking like, if it could make me like cranberry juice, what else can it do?
You still enjoy cranberry juice to this day?
Yeah, I love it. And I think it's because of that memory.
We gotta try the chicken cordon bleu sandwich.
Okay. So I will say, I don't want to sound too negative about Arby's.
Sure.
I think, would I choose this over my regular fast food so far? I don't think so.
I don't think they want you to choose it over your regular fast food. I think the way that Arby's survives is 1 in every 7 trips to a fast food establishment, you go, maybe Arby's this time. Have they influenced you in that way?
If somebody was like, I'd like to get Arby's, I wouldn't put my foot down. But also, and this might be a distance thing, I think the only Arby's in Los Angeles that's currently open now is like a pretty far drive.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the out because the Hollywood one closed down.
Yeah. Didn't they keep the sign? I think maybe it was like Prince Street Pizza that bought it or
yeah,
something.
You're right.
And they like kept the sign up. I remember it because I was like, I do like looking at that sign. It's the big hat. It's really fun.
It's a good sign. They wanted to call the restaurant Big Tex initially, so they had this like big ass cowboy hat, but they're like 2 Jews from Ohio. And it didn't make any sense. So they're like, screw it. It's still here. And then Pharrell wore the hat. You know anything about the Pharrell?
Yeah, wait, by the hat, it was the Arby's hat?
No, Pharrell wore some sort of high fashion hat.
Okay.
So then, and not to brag, I've held the original hat before.
The original Arby's hat or the original
The original Pharrell hat that
That's-
Arby's bought at a charity auction. And then I went to a kind of weird underground Arby's rave at a warehouse in New York as part of their meat crafter movement when I was like 23 years old.
That is the first time that full sentence has been said.
And I take pride in that.
Unless you've said it that exact sentence before, which you might
Something
have.
close.
Even other people that went, I don't think have said that sequence of words.
No, but all the people that went were all like bonded for life.
It sounds like it. It sounds like you guys went to war together.
A lot of like ad executives there, and one just goes like, you know what this is, and pulls out the Pharrell hat, and I go like, that's the Pharrell hat, and he goes like, it's the Yes. What is the lowest level of food that you will not go to if someone's like, I would really like this right now, you would put your foot down?
I'm not too picky about that stuff. Like I've had many Taco Bell days. I'm not like, it's not like a quality of food thing. What? What? You got...
Oh my God, yeah.
You need
Thank you
this?
so much,
You need
Pharrell.
this?
I appreciate
There
that.
you go. Have
That's
fun.
really sweet.
Yeah.
I'm in shock.
Do you want to wear the Pharrell hat?
A little bit, yeah. Wait, hold on. Were you setting me up by us talking about the hat? How did the hat come up?
No,
I think
I'd
it's
like
for
to.
me.
I'd like to break the fourth wall here. Sometimes we do plan little fun surprises like that. Completely forgot we had the Arby's Pharrell hat.
I think we're also about to find
And-
out if the height of me and the car, I might have to sink down. Okay.
Well, Nissan doesn't make an Altima convertible, Eddie.
How do I look? And be honest. Could I go out like this?
You could, but to what end, I guess? What do you want to convey when you go out?
I want to look hot. Do I look hot, Josh?
You look hot to somebody. for
There were,
sure.
okay, the pause, and even to somebody.
If we were in like a heavy Mennonite area,
Uh-huh.
I think that people would find you very attractive in that
So,
hat. I think you're a
when
good-looking guy otherwise.
Usually if I ask if I look hot to somebody,
Sure.
you don't love to hear a specific of where you could be where it might work.
Well, but what if it's like a very specific religious minority sect that?
I'm gonna be honest, that's not where I'd be looking.
No. Now that seems messed up, like you're prejudiced against the Mennonite community.
No,
For all of
it's
our
not
Mennonite
where
and Amish fans.
This is not where
I
I'd be.
think it's pretty. I think you should probably apologize to all the Amish community watching right now in.
I think you're setting me up.
County.
I think you set me up for this hat just so we could get to this exact point. This is a fucking hit piece. This is a character assassination.
Who could have planned this? This is a wonderful.
Everyone's looking at
coincidence.
it. We got him in the hat. We got him in the stupid hat, and he doesn't look hot, and he looks silly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to that I say,
Would you like me to wear a silly hat that doesn't make me look hot?
Do you have a silly hat prepared?
I open my trunk.
Your trunk. This is your car.
trunk.
You have a silly hat.
trunk.
I don't know if
Going
it
to
was
the
in the
trunk
cup,
again.
but he said this is his car. Who just like has a silly hat in your trunk? Normally people keep like a spare tire. What the f? I just love to know why it was back there.
Do you? I actually have a very specific reason why.
This keeps sinking down further. When I bump it on the top.
I got this hat from Max Miller from Tasting History.
Uh-huh.
I was at him and his wonderful husband Jose's holiday party last year, but then I had to go meet my wife and her friends at like a cowboy-themed bar night, and so I asked Max and Jose, "Hey, do you have any cowboy-themed hats?" And they said, "Well, we have the hat from Woody from Toy Story."
That's what I was gonna
And-
say.
And so I wore this.
It's just
to-
like the original Pharrell hat. That's the original Woody from Toy Story. You know, he's a lot bigger than you think he is. I feel like I sometimes already get times where I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I kind of look like a cartoon character. And now I really do.
What cartoon character do you think you look like?
Anyone with the glasses and mustache. When people wear the Groucho Marx glasses, if I'm in the room, people are like, he looks like
That's
you.
exactly what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
You do a little bit have you're wearing a disguise to be yourself.
Yeah, I hear Inside Out Dad. I hear Harvey from Stardew Valley. I hear basically any white guy with glasses and a mustache.
You're not gonna like this.
Well, I might.
This is
you
the
know.
fried chicken patty. This is the cordon bleu fried chicken patty, ham, Swiss cheese on it. This is them trying to get you to stop buying their beef because it's so damn expensive because it's
Okay,
climate change.
so this is their real attempt to convince
Yeah.
us to not have what we just had.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Wolf. Well, you said wolf first.
This chicken, it's so thin. Mine is so hard.
It was like a texture that I did not expect out of chicken. It was like a hockey puck. And it's like, I don't want to seem ungrateful. Like, I'm really much enjoying myself. We got food in front of us. Like, what a life, you know?
But cook you something nice. You deserve something nice.
But like, it's just, the fact that you told me that this is them trying to convince me not to eat the stuff we had before. I think the Euro's been the best so far, and the fries, but you know, I feel like, what is going on over there? Is that the paper? Yeah, the paper was sticking to mine.
There's so
too.
much paper stuck to this chicken sandwich. There's so much paper. It's like it left an airplane bathroom and it's just trailing.
I just hate your rearview mirror with this. This is
That's
your
totally
actual
fine.
car, you said?
Yeah, no, I drive this every day.
So when you leave here, the Arby's will come with you.
Yeah, but there's a lot of different smells that generally come in here.
Right.
I did clean it before.
And possibly with the news, maybe the smell of Arby's is less worrying than possibly the lead that might be in your system from protein shakes.
So it's in all protein powders, or
We
just
gotta give
like
it a Google
select
before I.
protein?
It was, I think, like I can't confirm it yet. It was everything people were talking about it on Twitter. I had a couple people text me about it. It seemed significant enough, but I had to come do this thing, so I didn't look into it. But I will be possibly looking up the one that Drew gave me and seeing if he poisoned me and seeing if I can press charges in any way.
Eddie, we ask every guest on the show, what is the first that you have yet to have?
Well, first I gotta say that this hat is making my head so hot, but it's already so sweaty that I can't take it off.
Turn up the heat.
We're stuck with, did you say turn up the heat?
It'll turn up the heat.
Oh God. What's a first I've yet to have? I have always in my life wanted to be a filmmaker. And I think now I think be a little kind to myself and say I'm sort of a version of that with the stuff that I make now. They're still very much YouTube videos. They're not like structured movies. It's getting so hot. You really did turn the heat on, huh?
Called mise en scène.
And so what if like just for the bit we just like made it cool? I really love the creative freedom of editing my own stuff and writing my own stuff and shooting my own stuff. But very much so at one point in my life, I would like to get more experienced at collaborating with other people on like an artistic vision, whether that would be like short film or like TV or like movies, but also it's not something that I would give up the current stuff I'm doing for because there's so much creative freedom in it. I would like to make a movie at some point in my life.
It seems like you really want to like give it a shot to sort of at least verify the things that have been going on in your head for a long time.
Yeah, and it's I just love movies so much, and it's one of the reasons I'd say more recently the stuff I've been shooting like has been influenced by movies I love like way more, and I mean in just like small specific ways, like shit that is more just for me. Like I made a video that was this whole like thing kind of in Italy for a bit, and which is the first time I've ever traveled overseas. I feel so dumb turning my head in this hat.
We can take the hats off.
I'll keep it. It's too funny.
I'm back in the hat. I'm back in the hat.
Because I couldn't afford to go to film school, and so YouTube was like kind of where I put all my cards, and I got very lucky and very fortunate. It's still something that's never kind of like left my brain as something that I want to do.
There wasn't an avenue for somebody like Sean Evans and Hot Ones, right?
No. Yeah.
And without that sort of like breaking through this mold, there never would have been an avenue for a lot of like what I do. And you can sort of look back retrospectively on this and be like, oh, that is a genre that exists.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, if, you know, to say you're not a filmmaker, and I know what you mean about like not even wanting to make a traditional feature, but collaborate with a bunch of people who have a shared goal. Like, yeah, you're definitely out there making films, man. And like, you're definitely making work that resonates with people. That resonates a lot with me.
Appreciate it.
Man, I
Thank
think
you.
you're really proud of yourself.
Thank you so much. It's it's the pursuit of that artistically has been what's been kind of driving me for the last like maybe 2 years. And that's one thing I think for some people, I want to make sure even when I talked about the procrastination stuff is that like, it's one of those things, it's dicey with like how often you show up publicly with like a project, especially with YouTube. I think sometimes some people feel like when somebody doesn't maybe like upload as much, it's them like taking support for granted or something like that. And it's really more just like, I care so deeply about making something that is worth it to show that sometimes that takes a while. And I also, I don't know, I have a channel with my brother where we pop up all the time and talk about stuff, and I love that too. But yeah, it's something that like, the pursuit of that I think is the most like fulfilling thing for me now, and it's fun, and that was really nice of you to say. Thank you so much.
Like, yeah, you're definitely out there making films, man. And like, you're definitely making work that resonates with people, that resonates a lot with me.
Appreciate it.
Man, I
Thank
think
you.
You're really proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Eddie, this has been wonderful, man. You got anything else to plug?
Okay, mid to late November, unless something goes terribly wrong, I do have a new video out. It is a somewhat, I'd say, leaning negative piece about AI. I, might have a tattoo by then, my first tattoo.
When are you going?
I got to schedule it still, and I got to be done with the video in October. So it's I got a lot to do. I'm in the midst of that right now. Today's like my 1 day break from editing that. So hopefully that's out. So I guess my channel is Eddy Burback. That's Eddy with a Y. And then also I have a channel just called Burback with my twin brother, where we make video essays talking about like video games and movies and pop culture. And that whole project I'm very proud of, and has like, its own audience and its own merit and stuff. And that's been really cool as well. So either of those, check them out. I went really loud there for that one. I don't know why. I expected like the video to end, but then I realized we're having a conversation, and I don't have the end.
I kind of like being yelled at. Again, I know what you're thinking. That's a sex thing. It's not.
Okay, well, again, I wasn't thinking that.
I keep thinking I know what you're thinking, and I think maybe that's on me.
thinking that I'm thinking what you're saying is a sex thing.
Sure, I can see how you draw that. Now I know what you're thinking. You think that me correcting you about me thinking I know what you're thinking is a sex thing, and it's not a sex thing.
And I know what you're thinking is
Sure.
you change your mind and I do look sexy in the hat and not just in a specific avenue
It's
of
actually
the country.
really growing on
But
me.
nobody could resist this look.
Head to spork.com to find everything you need for the tastiest Thanksgiving ever.